Heavyweight, 100 stacks, big money.
Make sure I'm recording. Alright, hi YouTube, welcome to my channel. This is Bree, aka Smartista Beauty, and today I am doing a highly requested video, which is tips for natural hair transitioner. All of this can get a little, you know, difficult at times. I put all my tips on this handy dandy board for you guys so I can keep them organized, because everyone is a little bit different. But tip number one is for those of you who are like me, who failed at transitioning like the first time, because you're not always going to just, you know, get it right the first time. And I think it's really important to learn why you failed and learn from that failure. I told you guys in my 3-year natural hair anniversary video that it actually took me 3 tries to get to natural hair state and to transition successfully. And why did it take 3 tries? It took me 3 tries because I think I wasn't transitioning for all of the right reasons. And honestly, I just didn't want it bad enough, if that makes sense. If you really truly are dedicated to something and persist with it, nothing's gonna be in your way. And honestly, I missed straight hair, to be completely honest. I was like, you know, persuaded by media and all that, and I was like, I was used to having my hair like blowing in the wind as I entered my first day of school, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna have an afro in the wind on my first day of school. No, why? So I was really like dreading that. So the first time that I failed was because I wanted to go back to school and have straight hair. Now here's where I went wrong with that, because I'm natural now and I can straighten my hair to bone straight silk like texture, and I can probably include a picture in here somewhere of me with straight hair. I haven't straightened my hair in almost 5 months now, so it's been a while, and it's grown significantly in the 5-month period. Like, if you haven't seen my 3-year natural anniversary video, it is it's getting there. It's almost, I'm aiming for waist length by, you know, probably next February. Anyway, alright, so why are you going natural, number one? Are you going natural because you want to go natural, or because it's like something kind of trendy to do? Or are you going natural because you want it for yourself and you want to feel more connected to like the hair that was given to you? Because it really is a mental process, as well as, it's not literally just, well, at least for me, it wasn't just like, oh, I decided to grow out my hair one day. It started off that way, but then it became a whole learning process, and I feel like it's a spiritual and a mental and emotional process as well. So tip number 2 is cliche. It is so cliche. Embrace your texture of hair. You're not gonna know what texture hair you have until the day you snip those ends off, because honestly, I thought I was gonna have like, I don't know, like Nikki Giovanni or like Roots, like super huge 4C afro hair, and honestly, like, that's not the texture I had at all. And I was just really surprised that when she snipped my ends, even during the transitioning process, I saw like waves and frizz and stuff, but I didn't actually see my curl pattern. Think of a piece of ribbon that's like curled, and think of attaching a light rock to that ribbon. The ribbon is going to be stretched out, but once you cut the rock, the coil is going to come back up, so you're going to see your actual curl pattern. Tip number 3 in relation to tip number 2 of embracing your own texture of hair is, don't try to compare your head of hair to someone else's head of hair. Every product that works for you is not going to work for everyone else, and vice versa. That's one thing I had to get over, was like, you know, trying to do, like, sometimes this does work, don't get me wrong, but trying to do the routines that work for people who are like, you know, 3A, 3B on my 3C, 4A texture. Okay, yes, I was trying to do routines basically that just weren't conducive to my texture of hair. When I say be patient, what I mean is, don't go out on a whim and like go buy a relaxer because you're frustrated with your hair. because honestly I did that twice when I just like the 2 times that I really did quit with my natural hair journey was because of frustration, because I had an event the next day and I wanted my hair to look cute and it wasn't doing what I wanted it to do, or I wanted my hair blowing in the wind for the first day. And another thing I say, take this with a grain of salt because everyone's transition is their own. I want to just give you my own experience and things like that, but don't hold on to those ends too long, you guys. I'm not gonna tell you can't, but I'm just saying, after I cut my ends off, because I was gonna try to transition for 2 years actually, and then I got to 1.5 years and I was like, you know what, I'm done. Cut them off, take these out, get them off my head. So like I was just done, and after just frustration again. And you guys, even though I still have struggles and a lot of frustration with my natural hair, it's not all like you get to the other side and the grass is just green and flowing. Like it's still work. You're still gonna experiment to try to find out what works for you. But basically what I realized was all the frustration that I had was because I kept getting to all these knots in the freaking middle of my hair where the 2 textures meet. And then all I realized was, as soon as I cut the ends off, man, that brush glided through my hair. I just threw some conditioner in there and it was done. Like, so I would advise you, when you feel even an ounce ready to big chop, it is your decision and you'll know when you're ready to big chop. But when you're ready, don't fight the feeling, you guys. Don't fight it, because it is the most liberating, amazing feeling like that I've probably experienced in a while. So don't fight it. Big chop when you're ready to big chop. And yeah. Okay, so my next big tip is like probably my final tip actually, because it's super important next to moisture, is have a plan A, a plan B, plan C, have a plan F, like as in my hair is F'd because I tried something new and it just didn't work out. I had so many instances that during my first 2 tries when I failed transitioning, that it's because I got frustrated. So to counteract that as I went along my transition is, every time I get frustrated, this is my go-to style. That's what I would say. Like I'd have my go-to styles. So one, I'm gonna cut to a clip right now and show you. Okay, and what the style basically is just 2 twists, like my hair's parted down the middle, like about up to here, and then it's just 2 regular twists. They're not even flat twists, because the front of my hair is always kind of frizzy, and it's like a 3B texture maybe, because I always am like putting my hair in ponytails and stuff. So yeah, I just used these 2 twists, and all I did was I twisted them with Cantu Shea Butter, and I pulled them back like here, not too tight, and then I just put 1 bobby pin here, 1 bobby pin here, and then I slicked down my edges a little bit, and then I used my best transitioning and natural hair friend forever, a bandana. Let me tell you, this has saved me so many days when it is raining or humid. Honestly, I just carry it in my bag now, because sometimes, like, there was one day where it just rained and my hair just went boom, and I just was like, all right. I flipped my head over and I had 2 scrunchies and a bandana, saviors, wrapped around my head, and I used scrunchie number 1 to put my hair in a ponytail and scrunchie number 2 to wrap it in a bun. Done. It's literally that easy. And then another handy dandy go-to style, I love that bandana, you guys. I still use it to this day. Saves me from many a bad hair day. But another go-to style is definitely a top knot bun. Those are so simple. If I jacked my hair up or my twist out didn't dry all the way, and I'm just not in the mood to try to like fix it, I'm just like over it and I still want to wear my hair for the week, I'll wear my hair for an entire week in a top knot bun. And the way, if you guys want a tutorial on how I do my top knot, I'll probably include a picture in here somewhere. If you want a tutorial, I'd be happy to make one. Yep, I'm out of it. I think that's all the tips I have for now. But if you guys want to see a part 2 to this video, showing you just some more styles that I did for, you know, transitioning, because I did have a few fallback styles. Those were just 2 I showed you or talked about. Just leave a comment below and I will do that.
Big money, heavyweight, 100 stacks, big money. money, heavyweight, 100 stacks, big money, heavyweight, 100 stacks, big money, heavyweight, 100 stacks,